Hi everyone, and welcome to the bench. Well, today I'm going to tie you up with a pregnant shrimp. This pattern was originally tied by Ron Armstrong out of the Vernon area. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. We're going to tie the shrimp on a size 12 Tiemco 205 BL hook. We'll use some 8/0 olive thread to tie with, a clear glass bead as the head, some fine deer hair for the tail, some fine deer hair for the back, some small copper wire for the ribbing. For the egg sac, we'll use some hot orange Angora dubbing, and for the body, some olive dubbing. To start the fly off, I put my glass bead on the front and I've tied in my olive thread. Now what I've done is stacked a small portion of deer hair. I'm going to measure it up to the hook and I'm going to extend it past the eyelet about 1/8 of an inch, just to make sure when I fold it back, it'll form a tail. So we'll take that in and just tie the deer hair in. I'm going to take some of my small copper wire and we're going to tie it in now at the back of the fly by the hook bend, and this will be used for ribbing up the shell back later. To start dubbing the body, I'm going to take my olive dubbing and I'm going to keep it fairly thin. And just dub in, slowly wind in a body, keeping it fairly thin, and I'm going to wind right to the middle of the hook. Once I hit the middle of the hook, I'm going to take some of my hot orange dubbing and put in a small patch about 1/8 of an inch wide. And this is going to imitate the egg sac on the fly. And again, keep it fairly thin. Now to finish off the dubbing body, I'm going to take some more olive dubbing. And again, keeping it fairly thin, I'm going to dub it on and wind it forward up to the eyelet of the hook. Now that I have the body tied in, I'm going to take the deer hair that I put in originally. I'm going to bring it back to the back of the hook. I'm going to take that ribbing material, the copper wire, and we're just going to slowly go over our shell back and form some ribs on the fly. Now I'm just going to whip finish off the fly. Snip that off. And what I like to do is take a dubbing brush, a little dubbing picker, and what we're going to do is pick out all these hairs down below just to form legs on the fly. Make it look like a shrimp. And pick it out good, make sure it's the length of the hook gap. Well, there it is, the finished pregnant shrimp. When the tree starts to change color and falls in the air, it's getting a little cooler, the fish know they have to fatten up for winter. So put on one of these shrimp patterns.